Hello. Today I'm going to be doing an analysis, a very rough analysis, but one nonetheless, of the Eagles' 2020 schedule. I'm going to be talking about wins. I'm going to be talking about essentially just how I expect this season to go. With the pieces that we have, the pieces on the teams that we're going to play, when our bye week is, everything that I'll get to in the video. By the quality of the audio, I'm sure that you can tell that this mic is not recording. I currently don't have the adapter to make it work. So for now, it's just for looks. But nonetheless, we are going to get into this. And first I'm going to say what I think our win total will be. And it may change with what I'm saying. I may change my mind throughout the video, but from right now, I expect us to go 11-5. We got a lot of pieces in the draft. We got a lot of pieces during free agency. We're looking a lot stronger than last year, and our holes have been filled mostly, pretty much everywhere. So, I mean, I do think that we could probably have some O-line help, but other than that, I think we're pretty good. So, like I said, I think we're going to go 11-5. But I'll break that down for you right now. So, we have, in week 1, we're playing the Redskins. We played them week 1 last year, and we played them week 1 the year that we won the Super Bowl. I think they got a little bit in the draft. They obviously got Chase Young, one of the best defensive players I've ever seen coming out of college, or defensive ends anyway. But I mean, they're still the Redskins, and with Dan Snyder in charge, I don't know. So I am going to chalk up a win there. I'm going to keep a little note with tallies on it just so that I remember. But I think that we're going to have a win there. We won last year. Now that we are stronger and they're about the same, I think that it'll be about the same. Last year was a comeback victory, but a victory nonetheless. So I don't know. Last year was absurd. Then week 2, we have the Rams at home. I think that because it's cross country, for the Rams anyway, because it's cross country and because we'll be coming off of a win to start the season, and the Rams are all right, but they got weaker this year. I'm going to say that we get another win there. It's a 1 p.m. game, so the jet lag will probably be getting to them because, it would be 10 a.m. for them. So, I don't know. Not really a problem, but I don't know. Then week 3, we play the Bengals at home at 1 p.m. I think that that's probably also going to be a win because although they did get some pieces in the draft, namely Joe Burrow, it'll be his 3rd game starting. And he's extremely talented, and I'm not one of those people who says that he was only good because of the pieces around him. I think that he was accelerated because of the pieces around him, but he is also a genuinely talented quarterback. So I think that in all reality, it will probably be more of a fight than it would have been last year, but I think that that'll be another win. They just haven't improved enough for me to be afraid of them, I guess. Then week 4, we have an away game at San Francisco at 8:20 p.m. Now, I'm not sure if that's 8:20 p.m. Philly time or 8:20 p.m. San Francisco time. Regardless, that's a loss in my mind. It's a loss because they didn't get really any weaker, probably got a little bit stronger actually. And I mean, they're a talented, talented team, and I'm not liking the away cross country late night game. So I'm saying that we lose that week. Then week 5, we have the Steelers. Now, Ben Roethlisberger will be back, and they have a couple pieces that are back after being injured. I'm not afraid of them. Ben Roethlisberger played really not great the last year, and then last year he was out for all of the season after week 2, I believe it was. So I'm not necessarily afraid of him as a quarterback. I don't know. I think that that'll be a win as well, because I don't think they've improved enough. I don't know. That's kind of a toss-up game though. But then again, we have wide receivers now. We've patched up our holes at linebacker. We are getting back. Why am I blanking on his name? Jason Peters. We're hopefully getting back Jason Peters, and it looks like he's going to come back. So I'm pretty happy with us right now. We got other couple pieces in the draft that were really good. I won't mention round 2. But yeah, I think that it probably will be a decent game, but I think that we will pull it out. Week 6, however, we have the Ravens. It's a home game. It is home. The Steelers are away, by the way, but I'm still confident that we can win that. Ravens are a home game at 1 p.m. Now, I mean, it's a home game and it's 1 p.m., but the Ravens are so close to the stadium. It's essentially just a home game for them as well. They just have to hop on a bus for an hour or two, or a couple. I'm not sure how far away Philly is from Baltimore, but regardless, that Ravens team is too stacked. I'm gonna chalk that up as a loss. Then week 7, we have the Giants. Right now, I think a lot of people see the Redskins as the worst team in the NFC East. I kind of disagree. I think that is the New York Giants, because Daniel Jones is not really... He's holding them back. Now, he's young. He has a lot of time to grow, but he caught fumbleitis from Eli real bad, and I don't know, their team is just so patchy. I don't really think that... I mean, I don't know. We beat them with a practice squad. We swept them with a practice squad last year. So I'm going to say they haven't improved. We have improved a lot. I'm going to give that another win for us. Now, week 8, we have the Cowboys. It's a home game, but it's at 8:20 p.m. Now, I personally think that the Cowboys have an extremely talented roster. I mean, you can argue with me that Dak is elite all you want. I disagree, but he's not a bad quarterback. He's not confident in the pocket. He either doesn't have the right or the ability to, or not right. He's not allowed to call plays at the line. Or he's just not confident enough. So I really I'm not super afraid of them this year, but because they have so much talent, and because I think that Mike McCarthy will give Dak Prescott that ability to, or that he will allow him to more assert himself as the leader, I think that we'll split with the Cowboys this year, but I'm going to take the Week 8 as our win. Mostly because it's a home game and it's late at night, so they'll be jet-lagged, and I think that that'll be the one that we win. We have them in week 16, and I'll chalk that up as a loss, but we'll get there when we get there. In week 10, oh no, week 9 is the bye week. Now, I'm really, really unhappy that the bye week is so early, but I'm not particularly going to complain. It sucks, but it's what we were assigned, and I mean, we got into the playoffs with, what was it, a week 10 bye week last year? So one game back from week 10 isn't too bad. You can hope for better, but we didn't get better, so it's fine. Oh, excuse me. Then, week 10, we have the New York Giants again. Like I said, I'm not afraid of them. Now, this one is an away game, and it's 1 p.m., but same time zone, only a couple hours away. I'm not too afraid of that, you know? So I'm going to chalk that up as another win. I'm not really afraid of them as a team. Week 11, we have the Browns. It's away again, which 2 straight away games, which is not particularly great, but I mean, we have 2 straight away games 3 times this season, so I'm not too worried about it. The Browns are confusing. You want to root for them, and you want to see them win, and you hope that they'll win, and you think that they'll win sometimes. But they're the Browns. So, I mean, you say that they find ways to lose, but yeah, they find ways to lose. They had a stellar draft, absolutely incredible. I think probably the second best draft, right behind the Broncos. But I don't know. It's an away game. That one's really a toss-up, but just because I want to not be too optimistic, I want to be realistic, I'll chalk that up as a loss. Week 12 is a home game at 8:15 p.m. against the Seahawks. Now, and it's a Monday game. This is a Monday game. Now, it's home. It's at 8:15 p.m. and it's a Monday game. That's all three of those things go for our team. And this is assuming that Carson Wentz is still healthy by this point. I think that he will be, but I'm not sure. I don't know how many people on our team will be healthy. I'm going to assume that everyone is healthy throughout the entire season. Now, I want to be hopeful. I wish I could be hopeful, but it's the Seahawks. I don't know what it is, but every time we play them, we cannot win. So, again, it's a toss-up because everything is going for us, but it's the Seahawks. They play away games like no one else. So, I'm going to chalk that up as another loss, unfortunately. Then week 13, we have the Packers. I don't think that the Packers got worse over this offseason. I think they probably got a little better, but I don't think they got as much better as the Eagles got. And by that I mean their draft was pretty meh. I mean, minus Jordan Love, that was terrible. But I think it was pretty meh on that front. They did a little bit in free agency, but not enough to make me really all that scared of them. But it's an away game, and it's at 4:25 p.m. And it's in December, so it'll be snowy. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like since I was nice with the Browns, I feel like we'll win against the Green Bay Packers. I'm not necessarily afraid. Their defense is still a little spotty. Last year they were the worst 13-3 team in the history of NFL football. And I'm gonna give us a win there. I'm not too afraid of them. Week 14, we have the Saints. Now, this might sound bad, but I'm fairly confident we will win this game. And let me tell you why. Week 14, with the Saints, it's a home game for us. It's 4:25 p.m., so there's a little bit of a late night game for them. And they are coming off 2 straight weeks of away games. So this will be their 3rd week straight of having an away game. And I'm not sure what their opponents are. Let me look that up real quick. But 3 straight away games. I'm fairly confident that... I mean... I don't know. Maybe not fairly confident, but I think that that's definitely a winnable game. Eagles love to hurt me, but I think that that's definitely winnable. I'm not actually sure what their games are. Here, I'm going to actually Google that real quick. Saints. Schedule. Okay, so after looking at it, it is they're coming off an away game at the Broncos, and then an away game at the Falcons. So 2 teams that aren't going to be terrible this year, but I am not super confident that they'll be great. But I'm still fairly confident that the Eagles will pull it out and get a W in Week 14. So, Week 14 against the Saints, that is a victory. Currently, we're sitting at 9-4. So, I already marked the Saints as a win. My bad. Okay, so Week 15 is against... It's away at the Arizona Cardinals. Now, it's a 4:05 p.m. game. So, not feeling great on that front, but I don't know. DeAndre Hopkins is now on the Cardinals, and I'm afraid of that. But we have corner help now. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Let me go we have safety Kavon Wallace. I forgot about him. And we have... Where's the... Kavon Wallace. That's it. I thought we got a cornerback. Well, my bad. I think I'm thinking of a linebacker. But anyway, we have safety help now. And I don't know. I feel like it'll definitely be an offensive battle. I think that it'll probably be a lot of points scored throughout the game. But again, I feel like we might. I feel like we'll come out on top. I'm not sure. Again, this is definitely another toss-up game, but it's months before the season starts. I'm probably 100% wrong. So, I mean, for all I know, we could go 3-13 and get the first overall draft pick, or go 3-13 and get the 4th draft pick because 3 other teams finished worse than us. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm gonna chalk that up as another win because I'm relatively confident. Week 16 is our... It's after Christmas, but our Christmas game. It is against the Cowboys. It is away and is at 4:25 p.m. Now, I think that we definitely have a chance of winning this game. I think that there's definitely a chance. But, like I said before, just to be safe, I think we'll split. Because they're extremely talented, and if Mike McCarthy does his job correctly, then I think that we'll probably split the series. So I'm going to chalk that up as another loss. But week 17, we have the Washington Redskins to finish off the season as well as starting off at home at 1 p.m. Again, they're pretty close. They're pretty close to Philadelphia, so it's not a home and away. It is not that big of a change. There's no time difference change anyway. But I feel like this is also definitely a win. I'm not afraid of the Redskins really at all. Now, like I said before, Eagles love to hurt me, but yeah, like I said before, I'm not afraid of the Redskins. So that puts us at a total of 11-5. Now that's really messy, but yeah. So I don't know. I think that we're probably going to do all right. I think that there's definitely a chance that we could do better, and I think that there's definitely a chance that we could do worse. The Eagles are chaotic like that, so we'll just have to see. But that's how I see the season going on. So I'm gonna probably try and upload. Maybe not a draft analysis, but something, Eagles related. Maybe talking about the Jason Peters situation. Maybe talking about free agency and the draft as a whole, how much we improved. I'm not sure, but this is not the only Eagles video that I will make. So, yeah. I hope that y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later.